In today's takeaway playlist, it is easy to come across videos about monstrous, colossal, threatening animals. What you don't know is these animals actually save humans' lives many times. Why did they choose to do that? Let's dive right in.
Lion. In 2005, a 12-year-old girl from Ethiopia was kidnapped. After a week, the kidnappers realized the police were looking for them, so they decided to take her somewhere else. However, these kidnappers came across two lions when they were trying to move through the jungle. You would know it immediately that humans are no match for these beasts, and so they ran away. The girls were left behind, defenseless. However, the two lions didn't attack those girls. They even waited till the police came and rescued the girls. Some say the girls' cries sounded like a baby lion. Whatever the reason is, the lion did save the girl from her own kind. Beaver. The Giddens went camping in the lake when all out of a sudden the boat sank while the parents were still on it. Shocked and exhausted, the boy Real Giddens looked for help until the sun set behind the trees. It was dark outside and the temperature dropped quickly. Real had no choice but to spend the night outside, and he quickly fell asleep. When he woke up in the morning, Real felt something soft and warm on him. It turned out that there were many beavers around him. Without the warmth from these beavers, it would be possible that Real would freeze to death that night. Dolphin. Dolphins are indeed intelligent, but do they have emotions? Well, Rob House and his family discovered this when they were swimming in the sea and there was a herd of dolphins around their family. Then some dolphins jumped off the water surface just like they wanted to say something. Thus when Mr. House saw a big white shark nearby, the shark was stalking his family until the dolphin gave them alert. The dolphin kept the beast back and saved the whole family. Fisherman giant Dixon was in his ship when it sank. Dixon was injured and lost a lot of blood due to this accident. Sharks were nearby and they smelled his blood in the water. They quickly advanced towards Dixon, hoping for a full meal. Before the shark could reach him, a herd of dolphins intervened and scared the hungry sharks. 2 days after the shipwreck, Dixon was rescued by a cruise ship. Sea lion. Kevin Hines in 2000 was going through a really hard time during his teenage years. He was so alone and decided to end his life by jumping off San Francisco's Golden Gate Bridge. When falling into the icy water below, Hines regretted his choice. However, Hines broke his ankle and suffered a spinal injury as soon as he touched the water, so he could not move. But then he noticed a shadow below the surface of the water, and everything that Hines could think of was he was going to be eaten. In fact, it was not a shark but a sea lion. It was pushing Hines to keep the boy afloat long enough to be rescued by the Coast Guards. Bear. Joan Barnaby was walking her dog in the Northwest Territories of Canada. On the way back home, they were found by a wolf staring at them and prepared to attack. She and her dog ran into the forest to get away from the wolf, but this predator stalked them for 12 hours. Suddenly, she found a bear and some cubs. Barnaby walked towards the cubs, hoping that her mother would chase after the wolf away. It was a risky move, but it worked. The bear saw the hungry wolf as a threat to his cubs and attacked it. Well, the bear accidentally saved 2 lives that day. Beluga whale. Yang Yun participated in a freestyle swimming competition. Her feet began to cramp due to the freezing water. She could not use her feet to rise to the surface. Yang Yun didn't use an oxygen tank. She began to panic and thought she was going to die. A beluga whale clenched its teeth around Yang Yun's slipper, but the truth was not what everyone thought. Beluga whale swam to the surface with Yang Yun. Without the help of the beluga whale, Yang Yun would have drowned or been prey to the marine animals. Deer. A woman from Oxford, Ohio was on the way home from a night party when a man grabbed her from behind, starting to attack and strangle her with the handbag straps. A random deer suddenly appeared and ran towards the pervert, scaring the bastard away. Sergeant John Varley, who investigated the case, said Deer was sleeping and his turmoil awoke him. After the incident, locals believe that the deer is still out there, bringing justice to rural Ohio wherever it goes. Bear. When Robert Biggs finished gazing at a cute, cuddly family of black bears and turned to continue on his date hike in Northern California on Monday, he thought he was safe. He'd been watching a mother bear, her yearling, and a newborn from 40 feet away, but he had no idea that he was being stalked by a ferocious mountain lion. As he turned to leave, the cat pounced on his backpack with all four paws. His backpack and rock pick were the only things standing between him and sudden death, Biggs said. He raised his weapon again for another swing at the hulking feline. Biggs said that the bear ripped the cat's grip from his backpack, and the two titans clashed for another 15 seconds. The bear won the battle, probably because it outweighed the cat 400 pounds to 100 pounds. The cat ran away and the bear went back down on all fours, humbly making eye contact with Biggs before regrouping with her young. Sea turtle. On June 2, 1974, Candelaria Venevua boarded a Philippines island ship, the Aloha, bound for Manila. About 15 kilometers into her trip, the ship caught fire and sank. After floating for 12 hours in her life jacket, a giant sea turtle suddenly came up underneath her and lifted her to the surface to keep her alive. She hung on to the turtle for 2 days until a Navy search and rescue team on board the RPS Kalancha spotted her and threw her a lifeline. As if to reassure itself to Villanueva's safety, when she grabbed the life ring, the turtle circled several times and disappeared. Dog. Stubby was found wandering across an army training session in Connecticut, in the US, in 1917. One soldier, Corporal Robert Conroy, took a liking to him and decided to call him Stubby because of his short tail. When Conroy had to go and fight, he did not want to leave Stubby behind, so he smuggled him onto the ship to France with him. Sergeant Stubby took part in many battles, including the Battle of Marne and the Battle of Chateau Thierry. Stubby provided a number of skills that benefited the soldiers. Stubby had great hearing and he knew when the enemy was coming, even from far away. He took on the role of a mercy dog where he found and comforted dying and injured soldiers in battle. Stubby was able to detect dangerous smell of gas before any of the human soldiers could. As you have seen, humans and the wild do not necessarily have to fight each other, but not all beasts are friendly, so do not try to befriend a lion or a tiger in the zoo after watching our video. That's it for today's takeaway, and until next time.
And that's it for today's takeaway. What do you think? Which one will give the most? Let us know in the comment section below. And don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share our video to support our next programs. Thanks for watching and see you next time.